What's up, y'all? Welcome to What's Poppin'. Now, the first question is, what would you do if you knew how much time you had before you left this earth, of course? There's a new type of watch that's out there that's getting a lot of attention because it shows how many years, months, days, hours, minutes, seconds you have left, and it's called a ticker. I'm guessing pun intended, of course. And basically, you punch your health information in a questionnaire called About Time, and they send you this ticker with how much time you have left to live. That's pretty scary. Now, of course, it's not accurate, but constantly reminding you of how much time you have left on life, on Earth, and all that good stuff. But you know what? It's a happiness watch. So it helps you focus on how much more you have in front of you. So don't take it too seriously because it's not going to tell you the day you die. If it does, that watch should be called God. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, let's get the show started. This is Cheryl Cole with Happy Hour. All right, once again, that was Cheryl Cole with Happy Hour. And you guys are tuned into TBS efm 101.3. Listen to What's Poppin' with Brian Joe on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how do you get in contact with us? It's pretty simple. You can send us a text to sharp or pound 1013, but you will be charged $51 per message. Also, you can tweet us at TBS What's Poppin' or send us a Kakao message by adding TBS EFM as a plus friend. Also, another announcement, if you're interested about our open studio that records every other Wednesday, which means next week. This week, we didn't have open studio, so next Wednesday, we're going to have our open studio. So if you want more information, just have to, let us know that you're going to be here. Please send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com. Now, we're going to get to the new segment. Here's a new segment for all you listeners called Pop a Verse. Now, what we're going to do during this time is I'm going to drop some verses on y'all about my thoughts on what we gave you at the very beginning of the show. So let's get it started. All right, now when people think of how much time they have left in their lifetime, they get to think about things they want to do, and we call this a bucket list. Now, some people want to travel to places they've never been in their lives. Something about learning a new language, all that good stuff. Many people take up a new kind of sport like ice skating, scuba diving, or sports dancing, and quite a number of people choose extreme sports like bungee jumping or skydiving, which, of course, in my opinion, I wouldn't do. I mean, I've done bungee jumping, but skydiving, oh, heck no. Now, possibilities are endless because I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. Yes, and another popular thing that people add to the bucket list is pursuing their passion and finally start their own business or apply to their dream job, of course. And although you might be scared to do so, you can sing to yourself, it's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live while I'm alive. And all I wanna say is, just live your life. Hey, oh. Ain't got no time for haters. Just live your life. Oh. No telling where to take ya. There you go. Check it out. First song. Bon Jovi, It's My Life. And right after, we got T.I. featuring Rihanna with it. Live Your Life. All right, y'all, you're back with Brian Joe on What's Poppin', and now it's time for Brian's tips to tip the scale. Now, when I mean tip the scale, I don't necessarily mean losing weight and going some crazy diet. I'm talking about healthy tips so it can help you tip your scale towards a better life. Now, speaking of bucket lists earlier, another popular thing to add to this list would be eating all kinds of delicious goods. But at the same time, reaching my goal weight is also another one that always goes up on that list, of course. So for today's tip, I'm going to give you some delicious comfort foods you can go to without having to worry about gaining weight and all that calorie stuff. So the first one we're going to start off with is hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate. You may think this is fattening, but as long as you make your own hot cocoa from raw cocoa, which is full of antioxidants, it'll do more good to your health than the boxed chocolate stuff that you buy at the stores on the shelves and stuff like that, because it's all sugar, y'all. So do not get that. Get it from raw chocolate. Number 2, chicken soup. People who eat a broth or vegetable-based soup before the meal consume fewer calories overall. Now, also, chicken soup is packed with what? Protein, fiber, and vitamins, which is all that we need, especially if you are like me and you love working out. We need that protein. Number 3, chili. Now, this hearty soup is another example of a protein and nutrient-packed food that fills you and keeps your stomach satisfied longer. Now, fiber from the tomatoes and protein in the beef creates a perfect combination, and it tastes good, too. And number 4, pumpkin pie. Oh, my goodness. Good news for you guys, people, all you people out there, just like me, who love pumpkin pie, of course, pumpkin-flavored everything, of course, because pumpkins are good, even pie. A cup of pumpkin pie filling only has about 50 calories and 3 grams of fiber, so pumpkins are also an antioxidant. So hope you guys feel better knowing all this stuff about comfort foods. So go out there, eat all you want. So we got a song set up for you guys right now, but after the song, after the break, we got a new segment called Poppin' Beats with my rapper friend, Johnny Flo. So if you want to find out what happens, stay tuned. The last song for the first half of our show is Flow Rider featuring Winter with Sugar. All right, we're back, and you're tuning to TBS efm 101.3, listening to What's Poppin'. Now, rapper Johnny Flo will be joining us in the studio and give us some, best hip-hop tracks that we shouldn't be missing right now. So if you want to find out what's going to happen, you got to stick around. And that segment's called Poppin' Beats. But we'll find out what happens after word from our sponsors. Welcome back to What's Poppin', and now it's time for Poppin' Beats with your go-to guy for the morning right now, Mr. Johnny Flo.
Hey, good morning, Brian. What's up?
Good morning, dude. How you doing?
Good, man. It's kind of early in the morning for me.
It is early because you used to be in an evening show.
Yeah,
so this is
midnight show.
Yes, midnight show, and coming to a 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. show. It's a big, drastic change.
Yeah,
I've been doing it for 3 years now, or not 3 seasons. let me rephrase that: 3 seasons, which is about a year and a half. But you get used to it.
Yeah, I think today will be like every week. One day I just wake up early.
Just wake up early, and you're gonna know it feels better to wake up early and get things done.
It does. I like the air. Yeah, I haven't had that air in a while.
That morning air, that morning dew. It's cold as anything outside right now. Yes, but right now we're starting off a new segment for the new season called Poppin' Beats. So can you actually, for all listeners, give us some info about what Poppin' Beats is all about?
Well, every week I'm gonna be bringing hip hop, and mostly hip hop, but also R&B songs.
Cool.
Probably from the 90s and up.
Awesome.
But then I don't want to bring any random songs in. I kind of want to have a reason for it. Like I'm going to try to set a theme every week.
All right.
But I don't know if it's going to be easy because, I got to do it every week.
It's not easy.
No.
Yeah. Some of the stuff I talk about on radio, it's just random too. So,
I might have to make it up as I go.
Hey, that's talent right there. If you make it up as you go, that's just like freestyling anyway. So today's theme, what's the theme today?
Today I'm going to say beginning because it's my first week here and I want to have a good beginning. So I brought in some songs that probably means a lot for the beginning and for me too because I brought in some of my favorite rappers and producers.
Awesome. All right. Because, growing up in the States myself, I used to be big on hip-hop when I was younger, back in junior high school. I still listened to hip-hop. And then, of course, when I got into the whole K-pop field, I had a respect for all genres of music. But hip-hop was always a pioneer style of music for me.
Yeah, me too. Obviously, I'm a rapper, so.
I wanted to be a rapper, too, but I realized I'm not thug enough.
Well, you're a great singer. I think you'd be missing, you'd be doing world favor by singing. So.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so the first group or singer that you want to get into is who today?
Sugar Hill Gang.
Oh.
Long time ago.
Yes.
Not from the 90s, not from the 80s, probably from the 70s, 1979, I think.
Okay.
They released the song.
Well, this is a good group that our listeners need to know because a lot of the youngsters right now don't know who they are.
No, they probably know the song. They probably know the beginning of the song. It's called The Rapper's Delight. I try to look for the very first song that the hip-hop has brought. But there's a lot of argument what the first song is.
Okay.
But this is, they say, the first song to chart. First hip-hop song. First song with the rap on it to chart. And different charts back in the days that I really don't know how. But, everybody knows the hip-hop, hibbity, that part,
Yeah. Because a lot of artists sample that, too.
Yeah, and it's in the movies, it's in everywhere. But people don't know what the actual song is. And it's called Rapper's Delight. And honestly, to think that they did this in 1979 is just genius.
It is.
Yeah, because back in the days, hip-hop just started from sampling beats and sampling different songs.
Okay.
And this one as well was sampled from Chic. And the song was called Good Time. And they sampled the song. And people were very offended at first because they weren't used to the whole culture of sampling songs.
Okay.
And there weren't really a system for it. So they just went out and did it without any permission. And there was a lot of lawsuiting about it. But
so they probably didn't get paid for all the sampling that other artists did, right? That's gotta suck.
Yeah, they got sued.
Worked their butts off.
Yeah, they got sued. But then later on, Nile Rodgers from Chic, he said that this was probably his favorite song of all time, one of the favorite songs. and definitely the favorite song of the songs that sampled from his creation.
Everybody in the world knows this song. I gotta admit, I have a younger cousin who loves dancing as well, and she's only 20 years old right now, but she knows the song. And I remember one time I was like, "Do you even know who sang that song? Do you even know the name of the song?" She goes, "No, but I like it." But if you think about it, that's all that matters, as long as the song is good enough for people to like. You don't know the originators, you don't know where it came from, originated from. But if you're curious, just go on. Nowadays, you can just go online. You can just Google it, Naver it, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, that's what I did.
That's what we all do. Yeah. If I don't know something, I just use the internet now. We don't need encyclopedias, dictionaries anymore. That's what the internet's for. So today Johnny Flo brought Sugar Hill Gang. So we're going to start off with the first song from Sugar Hill Gang. This is the song that everybody in the world knows but never knew who sang it and what the song was called. It's called Rapper's Delight. Yeah, that was Sugar Hill Gang with Rapper's Delight. I know y'all know that track because everybody knows that track. Y'all didn't know who sang it or what the song was called, but now you know. We educated y'all. But right now we're going to get to the second artist that Johnny Flo brought with him today.
Yes, Kanye West.
Kanye.
Everybody knows Kanye, right?
Everybody knows Kanye. Not everybody likes Kanye.
No?
I'm not saying I don't like him. I like him. I'm saying there's a lot of people who critique him in a negative way sometimes.
Actually, I agree with that because, I think he's a genius as a musician, but sometimes his personal life is not perfect. Yeah.
He's a little cray.
Yeah.
But cray is good sometimes.
Yeah,
as an artist.
God's fair, I guess. God's fair.
That's very true.
Yeah.
All right, so what information you have about Kanye today?
Well, since just the beginning, I decided to bring, a song from his debut album.
Okay.
Which was The College Dropout. And this is probably one of my favorite songs from him, and probably favorite song from the album, of course. Kanye started as a producer in Rockefeller Records for Jay-Z, and he wanted to be a rapper for a long time, but people just didn't think he had what it takes.
So he didn't rap in the beginning, he just produced.
Yeah, he produced for the Blueprint album, which was way before he started rapping. Yeah, and he went to different record labels, different A&Rs every week, just rapping different things, and he never got the chance. And then he got into a car accident one day that it was like a fatal accident that put like a wire in his jaw. And that's how the song Through the Wire came out, which was from his...
Heard about that, yeah.
From The College Dropout. And when he made that song, I guess it convinced Dame Dash, who was the CEO of the Rockefeller Records, that he was ready to be a rapper. But if you listen to it now, though, Kanye got a lot better from this album.
I mean, with time and experience, you do get better, of course.
And I think, maybe it was right for them to think that he needed more time to polish up. Because if he had this much improvement from the first album to now, maybe if we waited. But then, he had classics, so I don't know what's fair to say. But then it's just interesting to see that even a professional rapper like this out on the record, that, you could see such an improvement from then to now. And
I wonder what he sounded like before he got in a car accident. I'm not trying to say that he probably wasn't talented before the car accident, or maybe the accident actually knocked some sense into him, giving him more talent in rapping.
Yeah.
But I know it affected the way he rapped.
Yeah, the way he rapped.
Was like
kind of like 50 Cent when he got injured.
When he got shot,
but I guess what they were saying, what I read up on, is that he really didn't have a background. He didn't really have any materials to rap about.
Okay.
But through the Wire kind of had the content, and which was about like that from that. And that kind of had the sincerity, and I guess it sounded genuine to who was listening at the time.
It was a near-death experience type of thing for him. So that's what we need to do. That's what I need in my life to start off my rapping career. But I don't want that to happen.
No.
Could you imagine in the news, Brian Jew comes out with his new Thug album because he was on his scooter and some pedal ajashi hit him. Yeah, that's a near-death experience. Could you imagine if I came out with something like that? Yeah, I got hit by a jajangmyeon truck. What?
I don't think you're gonna have a lot of street cred, though.
I don't get street cred, but Koreans would be like, "Oh, okay, he's talking about jajangmyeon jampong." Yeah, it was all over my face.
So
what a disgrace!
There's songs like that. There's songs like that in Korea. I've heard so.
There's gonna be crazy tracks like that, I'm pretty sure Kanye was like that when it first started off. Like you said, he got better over time. It's like wine to me. Red wine. You don't want to drink it if it's like, 2013 now? Don't drink it now if you got 2013 bottle. Wait a few years. Let it age a little bit. Just like Kanye needed. He needed to age a little bit. Me, I feel like I aged a little too much. Now I'm just a little crazy. I remember when I first started off in the business, I was in a little K-pop idol group. But now I'm just a little ghetto. I go say things I shouldn't be saying, doing things I shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised
people.
The way you talk. Like it's a little different from how you speak Korean.
Exactly. When my albums come out and I'm promoting my albums, like, "Hi, this is Brian with my new album." X that. I don't talk like that.
No.
That's how I talk to my friends anyway.
Yeah.
It's fun. On radio, people get to see me, who I really am. And I feel like I'm like a little Kanye, although I think Kanye's younger. Is Kanye younger? I don't know how old he is.
He's 77, I think.
He's born in 77?
Yeah.
All right, Kanye, I'm walking in your shadows.
Completely off, but I was going to say
he might be 7 years old.
Yeah.
You don't know. He could be a hot abaji for all we know.
Yeah, I might be completely wrong.
Exactly.
I'm just going to stick to it.
But right now, since we are talking about Kanye West, we're going to play a track for y'all. This is Kanye West featuring Twista and Jamie Foxx with Slow Jams. Yeah, that was my man Kanye West featuring Twista, Jamie Foxx with the song Slow Jams.
Yes.
Of course, a clean version because we can't play no cussing on this radio station. That's not what we're all about.
This is a great song, though.
It's a great song.
Now, it's 10 years old and it's still a great song.
I'm still trying to figure out what Twista's saying. He just speaks so freaking fast. Yes. But
Man.
that was a #1 track for Kanye and Twista.
And Jamie
Foxx. The first #1.
Yeah, first #1 for all their careers.
Dang. Alrighty. So right now we're talking about beginnings right now with Johnny Flo.
Yes.
Alrighty. So what's the next artist that you want to talk about right now?
Well, who's your favorite rapper? I'm just asking.
I'm going to be honest. Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, yeah?
My favorite rapper.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah. He's a great, great, talented man.
Yeah.
Too bad he ain't with us no more.
Rest in peace. But, when somebody asks that, there's like a list of answers they always give. Tupac, Notorious B.I.G.
I mean, I got respect for Tupac, but I was never into West Coast rappers as much as East Coast.
Yeah, I mean, you figure you're from Jersey, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
but I was born in California.
Oh, yeah?
That's what throws people off. Like, are you West Coast, East Coast? But I lived longer on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. So you lived in Cali, too. I didn't know that.
Yep.
But me, I say my favorite rapper of all time is Jay-Z. Automatically. I don't even think about it.
He's amazing, too, though.
And I guess, it means a lot to me because I would love to have a career like Jay-Z, which probably is hard.
Got a hot wife, too.
Yeah. But, I decided to bring in Jay-Z because he's my favorite rapper. And he's probably had one of the greatest careers of all rappers. And I would say that his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, is probably one of the best albums of hip-hop. So,
very true.
Can't argue with that.
Very true. Now, this album came out what year?
1996.
Okay. Now, this is the debut album for him, of course. Wow, 1996. That's even before I debuted. 3 years before I debuted. 99.
Yeah.
Dang, I feel old. I was debuted in the 90s. I feel like an odyssey right now.
Oh, man.
Man,
cool, man.
I was young when I debuted. Age creeps up on y'all. You're going to get the wrinkles soon, too, y'all. All you listeners out there. I'm not trying to scare you.
Sounds bitter. You just tell the listeners again.
I'm just hating on everybody. But right now, we are talking about Jay-Z. This is his debut album, Reasonable Doubt. Great song on the album. It's called Feeling It. But unfortunately, we are out of time for today. But we do want to thank Johnny Flo for bringing such great artists. And we're talking about beginnings today. The #1 tracks for all these artists, hip-hop artists. I got to be honest, the artists you brought today were ridiculous in a good way. I love them all. So we're going to play the last track for y'all. This is Jay-Z with the track called Feeling It off of his debut album, Reasonable Doubt. Once again, I want to thank Johnny Flo. And this is Brian Juice signing off, and we'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Peace.